Hello everyone! How are you today? Como vocês estão? Espero que vocês estejam bem. Today we are going to study the lesson called tourism. This lesson is in your book Learn with Us on the page 61. Vamos estudar hoje a nossa lição chamada Turismo. Ela fica na página 61 de vocês, tudo bem? Let's go. But first, mas primeiro, let's watch a video together. Yes? Vamos lá.
Tourism. About 4 million tourists visit the Snowdonia National Park in Wales every year. Tourism is a very important part of the economy here. Tourists can do a lot of different activities. Some tourists go windsurfing, canoeing, or sailing. Other tourists go hiking or mountain biking on paths in the mountains and forests. Tourism is good for Snowdonia because tourists spend money on hotels, activities, food and presents. Local people can work in hotels, cafes and shops. Local government spends money on the area. Tourism is bad for Snowdonia because some tourists destroy paths and drop litter. There are a lot of cars on the roads. There are a lot of people.
Yes. Did you understand this video, guys? Vocês entenderam? Okay. Let's discuss a little bit more about this text. Vamos conversar um pouquinho mais sobre ele? Let's go. First, where is the place? Let's find this place. Where is the place where tourists go? Can you see here in your books? They visit Snowdonia. Snowdonia is the name of the place. Yes? Okay. Now, take a look at these photos here. Dê uma olhada nessas fotos. We have some activities to do. Can you remember? We studied a lot of activities like windsurfing. Can you remember? Canoeing, sailing, a lot of activities. Can you remember about go hiking or mountain biking? Yes, that's it. Okay, guys, let's listen the audio and read this text together, okay? Let's go.
Listening 36. Read and listen. About 4 million tourists visit the Snowdonia National Park in Wales every year.
Yes, as you can see, 4 millions. A lot of people visit Snowdonia. Yes? E como nós chamamos essas pessoas que visitam a Snowdonia? We call them tourists. Nós chamamos essas pessoas de tourists. Yes? Are you a tourist? Você já visitou algum lugar? Yes? Let me know. Let's go on, guys. Tourism.
Tourism is a very important part of the economy here.
Yes, tourism is really important. Turismo é muito importante para a economia. Let's understand more.
Tourists can do a lot of different activities.
Yes, do you understand? A lot of activities. Tourists can do a lot of activities. Vamos ver a quais atividades são essas?
Some tourists go windsurfing, canoeing, or sailing. Other tourists go hiking or mountain biking on paths in the mountains and forests.
Yes, we learned some sports, some activities, but we have two new words here. Nós temos duas palavras novas aqui. Que palavras são essas? Let's take a look. This one, paths. Yes, and forests. Paths são os caminhos que nós seguimos com as nossas bicicletas ou quando vamos caminhar, fazer alguma caminhada. Yes? Alguns chamam de trilha, seguindo a trilha. Follow the paths, okay? And forests. What do you think could be forest? O que você acha que pode ser forest? Yes, maybe florestas, talvez florestas. Very, very good, guys. Let's go on. Next part. Vamos ver alguns motivos de por que o turismo é bom para a Snowdonia. Let's go.
Tourism is good for Snowdonia because tourists spend money on hotels, activities, food, and presents.
Yes,
Local people can work in hotels, cafes, and shops.
great.
Local government spends money on the area.
That's it. Let's try to understand. Vamos tentar entender o que eles disseram aqui. Olha só, por que, que o turismo é importante para a Snowdonia? Tourists spend money on hotels, activities, food, and present. Do you know that money significa dinheiro and spend money? What do you think? Spend money, gastar dinheiro. Now, com isso na cabeça, vamos tentar entender melhor? Now, tourists spend money on hotels, activities, food and presents. Vocês lembram que aqui em cima ele fala que o turismo é muito importante para a economia? That's why, é por isso. Vamos lá. Local people can work in hotels, cafés and shops. What could be this? O que pode significar? Local people significa pessoas da localidade, as pessoas que habitam a Snowdonia. Nós chamamos de pessoas da nossa localidade. Yes? So, local people can work in hotels, cafés and shops. That's nice. And the last reason, local government, governo local, spends money on the area. Yes? Do you understand? Now, let's understand why tourism is bad for Snowdonia. Let's listen together.
Tourism is bad for Snowdonia because some tourists destroy paths and drop litter. There are a lot of cars on the roads. There are a lot of people.
Yes, unfortunately, there is some problems. There are some problems. Vamos lá, vamos tentar entender. Tourism is bad for Snowdonia because some tourists destroy paths and drop later. Do you understand, guys? When I say destroy, estou falando sobre destruir, destruição. Some tourists destroy. Alguns turistas destroem paths, algumas trilhas, and drop litter. Yes, às vezes as pessoas não respeitam, jogam lixo. Drop litter. Yes? There are a lot of cars on the roads. Temos bastante o quê? Muitos carros nas ruas, nas avenidas. Yes? There are a lot of people. Há muitas pessoas. Yes, I understand. Now, guys, let's discuss. Vamos discutir um pouquinho. We have here in this exercise to say true or false. Correct the false sentences. Yes? Algumas são verdadeiras e outras são falsas. Vocês precisam colocar T para true e F para falsa. As que forem falsas, corrijam no caderno de vocês. Tudo bem? Ok, let's go, guys. Number one. Vou ler com vocês e vou dar um tempo para vocês responderem. Pausem o vídeo e respondam se vocês acham que é true or false. Respondam no livro de vocês e confirmam, tá? Depois. Então, vamos lá. Number one. Million of tourists visit Snowdonia every month. What do you think? Responda no seu livro e nós vamos corrigir logo logo, ok? Number two, you can do different activities in the forests. Número um, milhões de turistas visitam Snowdonia todo mês. Number two, você pode fazer diferentes atividades nas florestas, ok? Tenta responder no seu livro. Logo, logo nós checamos as respostas. Number three, local people spend money on hotels. As pessoas locais gastam dinheiro nos hotéis. True or false? Respondo no livro. Okay, next question. Four, local people can work in hotel and libraries. As pessoas locais podem trabalhar em hotéis e bibliotecas. True or false? Take a look. Respondam no livro de vocês. And the last one. Some tourists are careless and destroy paths. What is that, guys? Careless. Alguns turistas são descuidados e destroem as trilhas. True or false? Ok. I will give you 1 minute to answer, ok? Vou dar um tempinho para vocês responderem. E aí pausem o vídeo e tentem responder quem ainda não fez. Agora, vamos corrigir, ok? Now, let's take a look in this exercise. Vamos conferir? What do you think, guys? Millions of tourists visit Snowdonia every month? True or false? It's false. No, not million tourists. Vamos corrigir, ok? Number two, you can do different activities in the forest. True or false? Let's go. Yes, that's true. Number three, local people spend money on hotels. True or false? It's false, not local people. Local people can work in hotels and libraries. What do you think? O que vocês acham? True or false? It's false. Number five, some tourists are careless and destroy paths. What do you think? True or false? That's true. Now, let's correct, okay? Number one, million of tourists visit Snowdonia every month? No, it's false. Million of tourists visit Snowdonia every year. Okay, next. Number three, local people spend money on hotels. It's false, guys. Let's take a look. False. Tourists spend monies on hotels, not local people. Yes? Okay. And number four, it's false. Let's take a look. Local people can work in hotels and libraries. It's false too. Vamos conferir a resposta? It's false. Local people can work in hotels, cafes, and shops. Okay? Now, guys, corrijam as respostas no livro de vocês e o restante que vocês vão corrigir, escrevam no caderno, tá bem? Ok, vamos corrigir essas informações na nossa próxima aula. Is that okay? Agora, no caderno de vocês, tem mais um exercício. I want you to make a list of good things and bad things about tourism in your area. Vocês vão fazer uma lista de quê, pessoal? Good things, coisas boas, coisas positivas, and bad things, coisas ruins, coisas negativas, about tourism in your area, sobre o turismo na área de vocês. Todos vocês moram em Brasília, então me digam quais são as coisas boas e as coisas ruins sobre o turismo na sua área. Let's go! Try to take a look here and check for help. Deem uma olhada sobre as coisas que podem ajudar vocês para o, as vantagens no turismo and the disadvantages, as desvantagens no turismo também. Ok? Try to remember in your area. Ok? If you need help, you can ask me. Next, guys, let's practice some words we see in this lesson. Vamos praticar algumas palavrinhas que nós vimos nessa lição? Vamos lá. The first word is that. Tourists. Repeat with the Mr. Silva. Tourists. Vocês. Very good. Next word. Paths. Yes. Paths. Next word. Forests. Forests. Very good. Spend money. Spend money. Very good. Next word. Local people. Local people. And the last one. Destroy. Destroy. Vamos relembrar o que elas significam? The first word means in Portuguese turistas. Tourists, tourists. Turistas. Paths, trilhas. Forests, florestas. Spend money, gastar dinheiro. Local people, pessoas da localidade. População local. Destroy, destruir. Okay. Now, another question for you to write in your notebook. Mais uma pergunta para responderem no caderno de vocês. Tudo bem? Can you think of other reasons tourism is good or bad? Vocês conseguem pensar em outras razões por que o turismo é bom ou ruim? Okay? Guys, don't forget to answer all of the answers in your notebook and send a picture to me, ok? Não esqueçam de responder todas no caderno de vocês, corrijam, pausem antes de responderem, tá? E confiram as respostas. E depois vocês enviem para o Mister, tudo bem? That's okay, guys. It's nice to see you. Vejo vocês na nossa próxima aula. Bye bye. See you later.